people naturally think it's political because it's coming from a politician.
Member, just straight to the question.
Yo, let me just say this real quick. I don't think Andrew Holness' wife should be the speaker of no house, but her own.
Escort the Campbell suit them out of the barrel and the box.
We just ball down on the American them because we did give them for eat for sustain them body. You don't think it's entitlement for we do the same thing to other people we are trying to help we? I'm telling you something. You see, anybody who has say, oh, man, I want no Campbell soup, who never hungry yet. The father of 14-year-old Shantina Sargent, whose burnt and partially decomposed body was found behind her home in Clarendon, has been charged with her murder.
There's still no government presence.
It is a total and complete disaster in eastern Westmoreland, and this is a cry for help.
Today's word of the day is desultory. Desultory. Definition: doing something with little effort or direction. Example: his desultory work will not get him a promotion. Desultory. The father of 14-year-old Shantina Sargent, whose burnt and partially decomposed body was found behind her home in Clarendon, has been charged with her murder. Charged is 46-year-old Lawrence Sargent, who had been in custody for several weeks. His court date is now being finalized. Police say Shantina was reported missing at the Christiana police station on Thursday, October the 3rd. A search was carried out at her home on Monday, October the 6th, where skeletal remains were discovered in bushes at the back of the property. Investigators later launched a manhunt for the father, who reportedly fled the area after the discovery. He was captured in Old Harbour, St. Catherine on Friday, October 10th. A post-mortem confirmed that the remains were that of the missing teen. This was the moment he was arrested.
A dirty thinking boy. You believe you're dirty boy. You should have back up right there now. You should have go back up one minute. You're thinking dirty boy. Just your dad and going off at him. The politicians let you have a
Lose our fire, bro.
Lose our fire, Marco.
dirty boy.
Lose our fire, Marco.
Put the boy in the box.
Dirty boy.
Marco, John, boy.
The father of 13-year-old Shantina Sargent, whose burnt and partially decomposed body was found behind her home in Bailston, northern Clarendon, on Monday evening, is now in police custody. Shantina, who attended Excelsior High before moving to Christiana High School in Manchester, was reported missing by her father on October 3rd. Reports indicate that police were called to the area after residents noticed a foul smell and flies near the premises. The body was found with burn marks and in an advanced state of decomposition.
Dirty boy. Police, coward to if they don't want them to lose the truth.
If you look to them alone, they let him do club, man.
You know, it's the fat one in never.
Yeah.
And tell the person I say, man, to make him kill him.
Yeah.
Let us know what's your thoughts in the comments section.
My thoughts: our father let her down. You see, in a society, a whole heap of women get let down by society. But the girl, yeah, different story. Our own flesh and blood. The man who went half on fear creation. It's alleged that, him sexually assault the girl. And I'm inclined to believe that. Why you believe that, Negos? Because what intention? What's the reason? Why you kill her? Why you try to burn the girl body? Why would a father burn his own daughter? Some people might say mental illness. Okay, let's not rule that out. What else? People them in the community seem to know something that we don't know. This is our first protector. Bear in mind, our first protector. Do him though, and flee. Him have sense enough for cut though. Don't seem that crazy. Mental good enough to know so you do something wrong, so flee, leave. The man let down him own daughter. It's alleged that him sexually assault her and him burn her body, and the body couldn't be burned because you need some higher flame. So our body burn up round there while it's decomposing. No, I'm not try to get nobody in them fields, you know. But imagine a young child like that experience such horror. Imagine our last 60 seconds. Imagine what run through our mind. Our last 60 seconds. Bro. Man, them saying publicly on TV, man. Rough. First of all, we want with little picnic. A little picnic that's your daughter. You're sick. Something do you. And you are like a locust on this earth. You're like a fungus that is growing. We need to throw a bleach pandamolia so we can kill it right now. You're cranny bad man. Now after the whole Hurricane Melissa toss up and destruction left behind and blah, 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 all heap of people that give aid. Me hear all heap of talks out in the social media realm. I'm hear a couple people, I say, them no want a Campbell soup. I'm hear a couple people that tell people not to give Jamaicans Campbell soup. Like this video right here, so ladies and gentle G's.
Okay, let's talk about the Campbell soup. So people, as you guys can see, there's a lot of donation going on, especially with food. Okay? So, and with Jamaican people donating with food, right? And we also have American people them now. So them really a come about. Oh no, please don't buy no Campbell's put in the barrel or the box them, you hear? Because if I even look one piece of chicken back with one cup soup and water, and we can make soup for ourselves at Jamaica, right? So we don't need the Campbell soup them in the barrel. That's how only make the weight and take up space. Because all the food miss it down there and all the food that go down. Right? So we don't exclude the Campbell soup them out of the barrel and the box. Okay? Please and thanks. Them no want them. We can't make our own soup. I'll lick a piece of chicken back and some cock soup and the soup ready. Alright? We don't need the Campbell soup them.
No, this is not directed to this woman right here. Zane, I would just like to say, for any Jamaican in this time to reject any type of edible food just because we're not used to it, you're in a position of privilege. I'm sorry. I am sorry. No disrespect to my Haitian brothers and sisters. I am saying this out of love because I saw the destruction you guys faced after the last major hurricane. You guys had to make clay patties to eat. Now you go tell these Haitian people, say, them nothing yam Campbell soup. That's crazy. You are in a position of power to dictate where you're not going to eat and where you don't want to eat. Wow, privileged. Also entitled, if you don't mind me saying. Negusimara, how is that entitlement? Let me say something real quick. Aren't you guys the same Jamaicans who said the Americans were entitled because they never want to eat dessert for breakfast and eat cakes and eat ramen noodles and ramen? Are the same Americans when they say entitled, don't it? No, what else be fear right here, don't it? So don't you think it's entitlement, and people are feeling entitled to reject edible food in times like these? We're not talking no regular barrel in a ship like regular. You don't know your family send down barrel every year or year. We're not talking about them barrel, you know. We're talking about them barrel, you know. They're hungry right now, barrel them. Jamaican people I say, them no want no Campbell soup. I have Jamaican people I say, don't send no Campbell soup. Culturally, I understand. We are not a Campbell soup eating nation. That's some American thing. But if we are be fair here and we are big people, though, we can be fair and reasonable, don't that seem like a little bit of privilege and entitlement? We just ball down on the American them because of where we did give them for eat, for sustain them body. You don't think it's entitlement for we do the same thing to other people we are trying to help with? I'm telling you something. You see, anybody who has say, oh, man, I want no Campbell soup, who never hungry yet. Who no true hunger. Just like the brother who has said, oh, wanna stop giving people. Massacre send the most sensible things. Massacre, him now give the people them no cream crackers. If you give the people them cream crackers, go rings out your mother and yam your mother. Who no hungry man. Go give the Campbell soup there to impoverished juvenile Africa. Give the Campbell soup there to an impoverished Haitian and see what happened to that Campbell soup. You see something? I love my place, but I have to keep it real at the same time. More time I move like hypocrite. What do you just bash the American them say, oh, them ungrateful? No, we are being ungrateful and entitled and nobody now say scur. We ball out about the cream crackers. And brush it under the rug a little bit. But I understand culturally we don't have Campbell soup. But for you to reject something that's edible that can sustain your body right now, you are privileged and entitled. And notice the people them who make these videos, they are abroad telling us not to send things. And don't get me wrong, me personally, I wouldn't buy Campbell soup to send go get Jamaica. But what happened to the American them who don't know that and them something there? When the American them carry can own say, yo, me don't need that, me don't want that. Look how much mackerel agents Sasko buy what they are. And everybody in Jamaica name mackerel. But I know say anybody who name mackerel and them see that right now, they are gonna mash, they are gonna slap it way. And everybody in Jamaica name mackerel. But mackerel and bully beef, they are two of the most bought canned goods in Jamaica. And then everybody name mackerel. So when the mackerel them come as aid, the people them who don't eat mackerel, minus the one them who are allergic to it. The one them who don't eat it, you think say if them hungry, them not gonna eat it. Come on, Jamaica, let's not be hypocritical right now. One more time, I'm gonna say it. We just bash the American them for the same thing. No, look at us. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yo, when I gonna like me or love me, But if I call a spade, tell me what you're thinking in the comment section below. Is it ungrateful? Are they privileged? Or culturally, Jamaican ramp with Campbell soup and a dessa it there. Let me know.
This is the first time in all my years as a content creator I felt truly bad for filming, but I also know how important it is to share what's happening. We have stationed ourselves at Petersfield High School, where the need for aid is overwhelming. It's not just about bringing nurses food and water, it's about being the people's voice. There's no water, no food, and the toilets are not working. Water is standing still with rotting livestock throughout the community, creating a serious public health risk. The chances of a cholera outbreak is extremely high, along with other illnesses caused by infectious wound punctures and contaminated water. Among those affected are pregnant women and women with young children, many of whom have no safe space, no clean water, and no sanitation. When aid arrives, the entire community lines up for hours, but what they receive lasts only a day or two. There's still no government presence. Everyone helping here are local community activists.
That was an American content creator. Just like me, she is not affiliated with no political party. But one might feel say me affiliated with a certain political party because I'm Jamaican. You feel like me still I got have some bias and rare. Listen, however I feel, let me preface this by saying I am not, never have, and I don't think I ever will be affiliated with no Jamaican party, political party. So what is the reason for this girl to lie when she said there is no government presence in Westmoreland? She's not from Jamaica. She don't have no reason to lie. She's just there to help. She's a good Samaritan. So you tell me now, people. Saying I get all of the help. People from Westmoreland are ball out. On the whole land, man, and Andrew Holness, one there. Everything gonna call Andrew Holness name. Same thing with Hanover. These people are out here willy-nilly, vulnerable to the elements. I wish the Jamaican people them could have just put politics aside for 1 minute. For 1 minute. As somebody in the JLP, you really can. And you see the thing about it, when you're affiliated to these political parties, you are blind to outside of your reality. You are blind to anything outside of your reality and where you can see. You're affiliated with a certain political party, you cannot put yourself in another person's shoes. I can do that for these people. That's why if Mark Gold in the F-free, I'm going to talk about it. If Andrew Holness had the F-free, I'm going to talk about it. None of these political parties, them are pay me. None of them can ever pay me neither. For put out false news and for put out news to make them look good and rare. No. I cannot be bought. I work for the people and I talk for the people. So when me come and say, as a JLP, I want to look deep within yourself and say, are these other people over here being treated fairly? I want to really look within yourself as a human being. Not want to belong to the JLP, but to have family members and friends who want to love or belong to the PNP. Likewise, the PNP have friends that are JLP. Now you tell me now, be a human being for 1 god minute and tell me, looking at my face and tell me, say, these other people over here are being treated fairly. Hanover, wrecked and forgotten. Westmoreland, wrecked. Melissa, F. Westmoreland, raw, no boots. I talk to one of my Rasta bridge and them, I get all them roots them from Westmoreland. And the man tell me, say, yo, brother, I must about 7 concrete houses over there standing. All of the board houses them gone. The man said the grass look like it burn up. The tree them naked. No leaf not upon the tree. Then the man said come like a winter time when the leaf them drop off of the tree in America. Man say I saw over there look right now. The man said even the grass look like it burn up. The man said he goes, oh, stand for burn up grass. I said, Rasta man, me no know. And I say you are a natural one and you're more natural than me. And Rasta, you suppose you can tell me. Me no know. No government assistance for the people in Westmoreland. Now me ask you now, do you think these places that are still affected right now, people them barely get assistance, do you think they are being treated fairly? Me ask every single person who's watching this video right now, if you never typed a comment before in your life, I want you to type a comment right now and tell me, for real now, we just hear a foreigner tell we say there's no government assistance down there. For weeks, from Hurricane Melissa slap and people are message me. From Hurricane Melissa slap and people message me about out about Westmoreland. Then the people them see me about out of Westmoreland, them say niggas want to Hanover, me start ball out for Hanover. No government assistance. You not believe me. So will you believe this American? Me even if I'm American. I want foreign content which is so American though. Do you believe this person now? So answer me this question right here now, ladies and gentle G's. Whether you're from Jamaica or you're not living in Jamaica right now, but you're in the diaspora. Somewhere out there. Do you believe that these people are being treated fairly? You don't have an answer for me. Because my answer been no. So you tell me what you think.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I have a few questions. At the outset, nothing that I say is politically motivated. I guess when a politician is saying something, people naturally think it's political because it's coming from a politician.
Member, just straight to the question.
Yo, let me just say this real quick. I don't think Andrew Holness' wife should be the speaker of no house, but her own. She's going to be biased and she's going to be hypocritical. And right here, we're going to see her lack of empathy. Now, a lot of people are going to say, oh, no statement, just go ask your questions straight, just follow the rules. In times like these, when emotions are running wild, right? You can show a little respect and empathy and just listen out to what the man try to say. Andrew Holness' wife should not be in that position right there. Low on bias. No,
Madam Speaker, please. I have a mother that is in St. Anne. I don't have one in here.
Man say, whoa there, little lady. You got too much dip on your chip. Go easy, man. The womb when me come out and in your son. Saint Anne, they say, hush. Keep by your mouth. Bright and face. She know the manners, bro.
Member, question, please. Question, member.
Don't respond.
I'm simply trying to set the context of what I'm saying by saying that nothing that I have to say here is politically motivated.
Simple.
It's a simple point.
Yeah.
No, but there's not a reason and feel you need to say because
she ain't got no manners. She know no manners.
My first question, because I think we have to learn from what we do. My first question, in the preparation for the hurricane, when the initial allocation was made of $200 million, we were told that some of us constituencies were not included in that allocation of $200 million. We raised concerns because the system was bigger than the country, several times bigger, and clearly would have affected every parish. Looking at what happened, where Westmoreland was told that we're not a priority, and landfall was made in eastern Westmoreland, do we think that we have the appropriate mechanism in place to make the allocations for impending weather events like this?
Bro, you see, all right, it's a Santi. All right, they might get help with them need. Yo, that's ground zero right there. That's where it made landfall. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand the lack of urgency. I don't understand what's going on over there, bro. That's ground zero. That's ground zero. I just say you go. This you should have start. If you never start there, slowly make your way down there. It's been over a week now. We see favoritism at hand. The Jamaican people are blind and them not fool. And again, people, I do not belong to no PMP or no JLP. If me see clip with some PMP people I'm not like, I'm going to put it on the screen too and review it just like that. So nobody come to me, oh, Nikos, you're real. Bro, I don't belong to no party, bro. One party, me know, and a rum punch.
Good question.
My second question. In the lead up again to the hurricane, we were told that the supplies would not get to the shelters until the system started and persons started going to the centers. Do you think that was the appropriate decision, seeing that we were preparing for a Category 5 hurricane, and naturally it would have caused disruption in access to get to the shelters? I could have made my points easier. Idea, an accurate count of the number of deaths that have occurred in Jamaica.
No.
Because based on my count from my own constituency, in the Darliston Division, there are 12. In the Leamington Division, 4. Betheltown Division, 2. And 7 in the White House Division, which is giving me 25. So do we have an accurate count as to the number of deaths that have taken place in the country?
No, they don't. They don't. They do not. People, he knows it. Them still a fine body right now. The citizens down there, literally, them are telling Jamaica, come and get these dead bodies. The girl say, our cousin still there in our house right now upon the bed, dead like a dog, and a melt out in the mattress. You see when them take out the body there? Our skin, you see the skin where she lay down upon me, if her side or upon her back, that I got left on the bed when them scoop her out of the bed, you know. Her rotten, she rotten right now, you know. So when them come tell me about 32 days after, it show me say, uno nah do no work really. Because for uno, Hurricane Melissa gone much days, I wanna only find 32 bodies. Uno nah really do no work.
Do we believe that the response to retrieve the bodies was appropriate? Because we've had funeral homes that had to come for some, and the community members had to bury others in eastern Westmoreland.
See?
So do we believe that the response has been adequate to pick up the bodies?
No.
In terms of the response of ministries, departments, and agencies, how do we go about making an assessment on how we deploy personnel from ministries, departments, and agencies to constituencies that are affected? Eastern Westmoreland is where landfall was made, a Category 5 hurricane, the eye of it, so that carries the eye wall, went across the constituency, starting in New Hope to Darliston to Betheltown, and then over into South St. James. Total devastation and destruction along the entire constituency. Do we believe that enough personnel from ministries, departments, and agencies have been mobilized for a constituency like this, which is in fact the actual ground zero of the hurricane? My next question: do we think that the condition that obtains in the shelters currently is adequate? The Maud McLeod shelter in Darliston, the persons there are sleeping on the desk that are within the shelter. Not one mattress is at the facility. Females are there that are having their monthly cycles without any form of supplies being given to that center. 3-month-old baby in the center. Do we think that sufficient work is being done in the centers, in the shelters that currently obtain?
And you think about it too, ladies, how do you feel? Put political parties aside, ladies. As a JLP woman, right? More put that aside. How do you feel for another woman when you have the necessities a female need to take care of her monthly? How that make you feel? Like that you feel cool within yourself or because them vote differently in a business? People asleep on desk, no mattress. So them lose them house, them barely get food, nowhere comfortable to sleep, and them probably wear the same wet clothes with them inner since hurricane hit. Now each constituency get $10 million. I don't know how far that I can stretch. I see a man buy must about 4 pallets of water and some snacks and roast and 200,000 a man spend. How much you think that can help a community? Now Andrew Holness, he did say that it was just for like immediate responses, but all of the immediate emergency, I should say, but all of the emergencies are immediate, like food, clothes, shelter. Yo, people are see them thing here, you know? People are see them thing here when a blind fam.
there are over, by my estimation, at least 2,000 homes that are flat, not damaged. They are totally destroyed. The foundation is all that you see. Do we think enough is being done to provide shelter, food and water for those persons who have been displaced?
Nope.
I'm encouraged, Prime Minister, by some of what you have said. I'm encouraged by some of what you have said. Not being unreasonable, I'm encouraged by some of what you have said. The establishment of the points by the JDF is something that is long overdue, so that we can have access points across the constituency where you can airlift supplies to and then distribute from there, and that we can get medical personnel in place. The hurricane itself and the destruction that it has caused is a high-stress environment. To be hypertensive, have high blood pressure, and be out of your medication in a high-stress environment is a recipe for disaster. It's a ticking time bomb.
Right.
So those persons that are within Eastern Westmoreland that needs medical care, the centers have to be set up urgently in a way that the army can mobilize persons to the different communities.
Right.
So they can attend to persons.
Right.
There are at least 3 communities that are still maroon. And at Grand Gala, we see soldiers rappelling from the helicopters. It can't be just practice. Now is the real thing.
We got the brother here. And I see him think Triple X. I said, Triple X said the man them say, soldier set up outside barricade or outhouse in a less than a day. Them can set up them thing for the people them over there too. Let me tell you something. You see, if Andrew Holness you want urgency, he would have ball out urgency. You see how vast ball out urgency upon the reopening of the airport. If Andrew Holness wanted urgency, he would have called for it. You see, for me like Andrew Holness, what I say, you know what? Me I round up everybody we have right now. Zine, meticulously scrutinize the whole squad. If we have, this is not the number. Maybe just a user number. We have 15 people in front of me. All right, cool. All fake number, by the way. 3 parishes affected. You know what we're going to do? Here, instead of all 15 away the right as 5, you go so. The 5 yeah, you go so. And you the 5 yeah, stay right as When you can't, everybody a bungle up one place. People them a ball out say, oh, Zentia get all like help and roof, scram, boom, man, want to CM James, want to Portland, want to Westmoreland, want to Hanover. People them say, well, go on. If it was not for these independent bodies, if it was not for these boots on the ground, people in Jamaica and people flying into Jamaica, a lot of these communities would have gotten F. Raw, no boots. Raw, no boots. Man, they can jump out a helicopter for Grand Gala. But them can't offer one helicopter over a community. I met the man them go to boom and drop down and issue out some food or drop down some food and earth. We see what is being made a priority. That's it. The Jamaican people are blind, fam.
Beast and Spring, which are Beast and Spring, the 3 areas that are maroon, Beast and Spring, and a community called Touch Valley, and there's another section there called Left Hall, and then you have Amity, up in close to the border with South St. James. PM, my own assessment, and I'm not a specialist in this, but my own assessment, looking at the damage to the housing stock, is that I believe that the only thing that I see that can quickly deal with it is the containerized housing solutions that come anywhere between 3 to 4,000 US landed and erected.
Member, do you have any more questions?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I do.
Okay, please,
yes,
member.
Yes, I do.
Please, member, questions.
What is the possibility of us as a country putting a program together that will see us being able, and I'm sure the other members from Westmoreland will speak for themselves, but and surrounding areas, because Northwest St. Elizabeth is in the same category, you know. So it's not a political point that I am making, because the damage there is just as bad. What is the possibility of us being able to implement a program quickly where we can get some of those units erected, so at least we can get that mother from under the tarpaulin with her children? That is the current situation in Belmont and Bluefields and elsewhere across the constituency. We also need, if you want me to ask it as a question, when will we be able to have some repair done to the gas station facilities, so that when somebody says to me they're coming from Kingston, I don't have to ask them to bring me low sulfur so that I can drive? When will we have some facility in place that persons can get access to fuel, so that they can, even the elected officials, that they can actually go to the communities? Madam Speaker, I have nothing but concern for the people that I represent. I don't care who they voted for. Not my concern at this time. I'm talking about the people and how they are currently living. Anybody who doubts what I am saying, take a trip for yourself. And if it doesn't cause you to have tears, then you are not human. Anybody that doubts what I'm saying, take a trip for yourself. If you think that I am just here grandstanding, take a trip for yourself and have a look at the situation. It is a total and complete disaster in eastern Westmoreland, and this is a cry for help.
That right there is a man who truly cares for him people. Dr. Campbell, I salute you. No, found a Jamaican politician a thief still, but I can respect a man that is wearing his emotions and his sleeves for his people. No ego, no pride. The man crying for him people them. I even make videos about what the people of Westmoreland are witnessing and what they are saying. People are saying me a liar. People are saying the people who are actually saying these things are liars as well. A representative come up in Parliament and is crying. What say you? What say you? Are you going to feel some type of way when you see the death toll double up? Are you going to feel some type of way when you see pregnant woman, baby dead, and pregnant woman start dead because of sepsis and one bag or something? When are you going to start feeling some type of way? Not for we are a human being here. Not for we are just animals. Rough. Westmoreland, go on hold on, man. Go on hold on. You see me? Hanover, go on hold on. Portland, St. James, big up on yourself. Just go on hold on for me, please. People, them are forward. Just go and stay strong and remember that we are a resilient set of people. We're bad to the bristle. And nothing can stop it. Big up everybody in our Westmoreland. Big up everybody in Westmoreland. And big up Mr. Dayton Campbell. Dr. Dayton Campbell. Big up yourself, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know, so One Nation and more Nation. My name is negusimara. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so we can grow the farm. You understand? Big up on the badness.